I have here the, I believe, 2023 treasure chest thing. I mainly bought it because it has Charizard on it and it was on sale. It says here 3 cards, 6 booster packs, and much more. And it says here more than a dozen special Pokemon goodies. So we'll see about that. I'm late to the party. This is 2023. But what I figured I would talk to you about today is, oh, it has like a line right through it, is memory. Because one of the many classes that I teach is psychology. So yeah, it has a nice, I see why it was on sale. So part of this, I guess I was supposed to do it this way, huh? Part of memory has to do with like 3 phases basically. So the first phase is to encode the information, which means like putting it into a format that your brain can understand. Like that's the way that I describe it, because I think it's easiest that way. Where if you think about memory in terms of a computer, like if you understand basic stuff about a computer, that can be an excellent way to understand how the human brain works. And I like that one. That's actually the first pattern on a coin that I actually enjoy. What was I saying? Yeah. If you know stuff about computers, like even just like a little bit, it can be very helpful to understanding how the human brain works regarding memory too. And I did find out that the computer memory is based on how we think that the human brain works. And so again, it's not that far off to think that that would be a comparable thing to help you understand the human brain. Okay, so we have these stickers. Let's see what the stickers are, because I'm surprised that it's not Charizard, but okay, that's a pretty cool sticker. I'm a sucker for stickers. Okay, that's pretty neat too, I will say that. Okay, so we have these 3 promos that I already showed you. We have this coin, which looks pretty neat. And then we have the good stuff here, which is, put this right here. We have 2 Paradox Rifts, 2 Obsidian Flames, 2 Paldea Evolved. And if I run out of time, I have another thing that we can open too. Okay, I like Obsidian Flames the best, but I haven't opened any Paldea. I'll just go in this order. All right, so we have Paradox Rift here. So again, we encode the information to our brain first. This is why if somebody is not paying attention, my dog is talking. This is why if somebody's not paying attention, it's not really that they forget what they told you, it's that it never went into their brain in the first place. Then after that, we have the storage part. Okay, I hear my animals in the background. I'm about to have a fight. I need to pause this. Okay, I'm back. So when it comes to encoding, you have to be like at least somewhat aware. So if something's happening when you're asleep, it's not going to just magically make its way into your brain. Okay, so that's a process that happens. Then you have to store the information. So you have to hold on to it. You have to retain that information. So the first part is, were you at least semi paying attention to allow the encoding to happen in the first place? And then, are you able to store it? Does it stay there? Okay, so nothing good from Paradox Rift. Yeah, let's just go in order. Let's do Obsidian Flames. Then you have retrieval. So the first part is we have to get it into our brain. The second part is we need to keep it in our brain. We have to store it. And then the third part is, well, what use is that if we can't access that information? And so that part is called retrieval. So it's 3 different parts I have not seen that one. It's 3 different parts. It's 3 different components. It's not just remembering or not remembering. There are different levels of what exactly is going on. Now, a fun thing that I like is called the serial position effect. So this is why, gotta pause for sound here. Okay, there we go. That is why if somebody gives you a list of stuff, there is like a verbal list. Wow. Verbal list. It is often that if you remember some of the words, that it'll be the first couple that they, a 2-star, gold star one. Nice. It's likely that you will remember the first couple of things that they tell you. Okay, so now we're into Paldea Evolved. We've got 2 more packs left. You'll remember the first things that they tell you and the last things that they tell you. So that's called the serial position effect. You have the recency effect, and then the other one, which is what? Primacy effect. So the stuff at the top of the list is you're more likely to remember it because it is at the beginning. So it's called the primacy effect. So it's prime, it's first. But then the stuff at the bottom of the list that they told you verbally is, I haven't seen that one. Wait, I'm doing a Paldea Evolved. I don't think I've opened this at all. I saw that in the video game that I attempted to play, but I was too bored by. Oh, okay. Shiny. Look at that. That's my cat. Excuse me. And then the last one we have here. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. The last thing is the recency effect. And so because that was most recently said to you, you are more likely to remember that too. So if you ever are trying to tell somebody verbally what you need at the store or what you need them to do, again, I would recommend that you write it down. Just because that's going to be very helpful. But if you don't have, paper or your phone or whatever, then what you could do is make sure that the stuff that is most important you say at the beginning or at the end. That's interesting. Okay. So, I have one more product here, and I feel like I probably should open it because I got this guy, and this is the other product. So let's go ahead and open it, I suppose. So let me put these off to the side. Again, I'm going to take that as a sign. Go ahead and do that. It was otherwise I was kind of a bust, I feel like, but what do I know? Wow, I feel like this is going interestingly. So then there's also, let's see what we have. We have mnemonic devices and chunking. So to help you remember stuff, there are different techniques that you can use to try to increase the success rate of, wow, that just flew out of my hands, of trying to remember certain things. Look, it's your brother or sister, I don't know. Do these things have genders? And then it just, yeah. It's an interesting video. We're having a great time. Okay, so I've never opened up one of these tins before, and I didn't even bother to look at the outside. A foil card, which was this one that's now on the floor. And then we got 5 booster packs and the card code, which is also on the floor. So let's see, we have Obsidian Flames, Scarlet Violet, Silver Tempest, and Lost Origin. So let's go this. Yeah, let's go old first. Okay, so some ways to remember stuff. Wow, it's kind of ironic. Ways to remember stuff. So one of the ways that you can help yourself remember is what's called chunking. So when you're chunking information, what you're doing is you're saying, like a phone number, 8675309, right? So 7 is the first chunk. 8, 6, 7, 5, 309. So the way that you remember that, it has 8, 6, 7, 5, 309. There's chunks. My brain's not working today. Silver Tempest. So, if you put things into chunks, it will help you to remember all of it. If I ask you to remember like 10 things, this is a weird one. I have never seen that creature before. And that's kind of funny too. That's nice. I know that's a famous one. Sorry, I got distracted again. Okay, so that was not great. Okay, Scarlet and Violet base. If you put stuff in chunks, if you group it together, you're having smaller pieces to remember, and that makes it more manageable. There's a famous saying that's like, to eat an elephant, you start with a bite, or something weird like that. But the point is still there, saying like, okay, you can't do this impossible task just willy-nilly. How do I have 3 of these guys today? Okay. NDD. Just reminds me of Dexter's Laboratory. Okay, last 2 packs. I'm just a rambling mess today. Okay. Another way that you can help yourself try to remember stuff is by having mnemonic devices. So like the most famous one is probably My Dear Aunt Sally just ate 9 pizzas or whatever. One of those to help you remember the order of the planets just by the letter that comes before it, or the letter that it starts with, I should say. Okay, there's a couple of things happening here. One is, I've always said, and I will continue to say, I like it when I get the non-holo and a holo, or I know it's technically a reverse holo in the same pack, but then look at this guy. That's pretty great. And it's funny, it did not come in the Charizard box. It came in the other box. Okay, I like Obsidian Flames. It is my favorite set that I've opened. And soon I'll do a booster box or something of it. Okay, last pack. Obsidian Flames. What else should I tell you about memory? There is explicit memory and there is implicit memory. If something is explicit, it's not necessarily like perverted or obscene or something. A lot of times we think of something explicit as something like bad. I love Charmander and Charizard and all those. They're cute. I already have that one. I've never seen that one either. Okay, I mean, that was okay. Not great. That guy's cute too. Okay, well, that was not great, but I got a Charizard. So that was pretty neat. And I got, what am I doing? I'll just put this at the bottom. I got this guy and this one. Those are pretty great. And then this guy, and then I got the other one that matches on the floor. So I think we're pretty good. That's okay. Yeah. Memory. Have some techniques and understand how it works so that way you can figure out how to use it to your advantage. If you have any recommendations or suggestions as to what you would like to learn about, anything social studies, economics, psychology, U.S. history, government, anything that you want to learn about, you let me know and I will do some kind of opening of some kind of Pokemon products. Again, I do have an Obsidian Flames booster box. I always get the terms mixed up, but I have the big one ready to go. I just need a topic. So put in the comments what you would like to learn about, and let's see what happens next.